Good morning. I hope you're well. First things first, before you mention my brows, I just had them touched up. You get them touched up at 6 weeks, that's why they're looking so brown. Anyway, I just went to the gym with my friend Lucy and retrained shoulders. I didn't film it because I didn't know I was going to be vlogging today, but I just got home and decided I was going to vlog. I then ate 2 rice cakes with some dark chocolate dreams peanut butter on, which I didn't film, and I'm now drinking a massive smoothie. Look at the size of that. It's a big fucking smoothie, which has got loads of chocolate hazelnut butter, chocolate protein powder, cocoa powder, maple syrup, which you can see there at the bottom, 2 frozen bananas and some cashew milk. So super yummy smoothie. Gonna eat this now. And I just thought I'd vlog today because today is going to be quite an exciting day. The rest of my week's really boring because I go to Australia on Sunday and I'm just kind of working all week. Today is work, but it's fun work, so I thought I'd show you what I do. Anyway, so I've just been to the gym. I need to shower, freshen up, put some slap on my face because I've got a photo shoot in T-minus 60 minutes. Oh my god, I'm sorry, my camera strap is like hanging on my face. What are you doing? Why are you in my mouth? Anyway. Oh, I ate the whole thing and the rice cakes and I'm real full. I'm so full, I feel like I could pass out. I need to go do a photo shoot. I've made poor life decisions today. Okay, I've put some makeup on, feeling fresh, and I got my Balance hoodie on, my massive Roxy jacket on, which I wear all the time, and everybody always asks me where it's from. It's from Roxy. And now I'm going to go to Battersea Park and shoot the tube advert for Balance Festival, which I'm going to be on, so in a few weeks you're going to be seeing me all over the tube on some big ass posters, so I have no idea whether I'm in frame right now, but I really hope I am. Anyway, so I just finished doing my photo shoot with Balance Festival. It was literally like an hour in Battersea Park, which is 2 minutes walk from my house, so easy peasy. I'm now going to spend an hour doing emails, and I'm going to change my outfit and head into Soho because I've got a meeting with Adidas. You guys know I'm an Adidas ambassador. I'm wearing Adidas trainers and leggings right now. I wear Adidas all the time, so I've got a meeting with them about our content strategy for the upcoming months and all that sort of business. And then I've got a very exciting afternoon, so I'll take you with me, but right now it is email time. I need to do my emails. Let's go. Okay, I've finished doing my emails. The hair is in a bun, the ski jacket's on. I'm off out the house. I'm going to go to my meeting with Adidas, but I'm leaving about half an hour earlier than I need to because I'm going to go to Whole Foods and buy lots of healthy treats to give to my girl Steph in Australia. Steph is a Girl Gains ambassador. Steph182x on Instagram, go follow her, she's a babe. She went to Thailand with me, she's a gem. And I'm seeing her in Australia next week, and I'm going to take her lots of British nut butter, which she can't get in Australia, and some chocolate and stuff. So I'm going to go buy that now on the way to the Adidas offices. And can I just take a moment to let you know that it's like a good 3 hours later now, and I'm still in a mini food coma from that smoothie and those rice cakes, so So I just went to Walker's and got myself a green juice tonic. It's a bit windy, by the way. And I also got myself a turmeric latte with coconut milk. So I'm literally walking around with a green juice, a turmeric latte, a Whole Foods bag, and I'm feeling like one big fucking fitness blogger cliche. And I'm not even ashamed. Look who it is. That right there is Melanie Murphy, and I'm just about to have lunch with her, and I'm so excited. Guys.
Hello, loves.
Please take a moment to appreciate the difference in skin colour right here.
Look at this. That's amazing. And the difference in hair colour, and the difference in
accent,
height, accent.
everything.
Very, but we get on great. This is lovely.
I love the fact that I'm finally
I know.
like,
I'm
so
obsessed with her channel. phenomenal. Like I ordered her book as soon as it came out, and like I just love her so much.
She's a gem. So we're just gonna have some lunch, then we're gonna sit down and talk to you about food. Alright. So this is what I got for lunch. I got the beetroot falafel with some tzatziki, some sort of pesto-y spread, a cauliflower rice salad, and a pad thai style salad. And Melanie got something similar with also some chicken, I think, satay chicken. So yeah, we're gonna tuck into this now. Hello guys, so I'm here with
Melanie. So we're in a room where it's like
very echoey. We're in the detox kitchen, by the way, guys. We were having lunch and we're like, oh, there's actually a studio downstairs, so let's just go there and chat about food. Basically, Melanie's had like a really interesting and amazing journey with food, and I feel like now you're in a really good place with it.
Very good, yeah.
And that's what I want to share with you guys. You guys know my principles with food, but I want to bring somebody else on who has an awesome relationship with food too, to talk about their relationship with food and your principles surrounding like how you eat and why you eat.
Yes.
So
I love watching videos like that as well. And I just like hearing people who do have a healthy relationship with food, because it does keep me on track. So basically I grew up kind of eating really bad, like junk food, and my parents didn't know how to cook. We just lived off kind of processed stuff and sweets and junk and takeaways. And I was always like slim, and I was sick a lot though because I wasn't getting any nutrition. And then in my late teens I got quite depressed and I started comfort eating a lot more, so I was just eating the same shite but just bigger quantities of it. And then I ballooned in weight, so I had been a much lower weight, and then I gained like 60 pounds, or I don't know what that is in stone, like four stone or something. And I became really uncomfortable in my body, and because it wasn't familiar to me, like I felt alien in the body that I was then in, and I couldn't walk. Like I would walk for 5 minutes and get out of breath, and a doctor told me that I was in the obese category of BMI, and I didn't even know what BMI was. I was like, I'm obese? What? Like it was just boggled my mind, because I felt like I woke up and I gained all that weight. Like it was astonishing, like how you can gain weight so quick and not notice it.
Yeah.
So at this point I realized like, right, I'm gonna have to do something. So typical, I started like reading a lot of magazines and trying all these stupid crash diets and the fads. Oh, the fads. And none of them did anything. Like they didn't work. You know, I could never stick to them for more than 2 days, and then just like binge out. And then I was like, right, that's obviously not going to work. I'm going to have to find a better approach. And actually, YouTube, I found YouTubers who were documenting health and weight loss journeys. And I was like, oh, cool, oh my God. And I started following all these people. This is years ago now, way before I was doing YouTube. And I learned a lot from those videos. Even though they weren't trying to be educational, they were, because if they'd mention something, I'd go Google it or read up about it. So, and then I started cooking. So I found recipe videos, started trying to learn how to cook things. Even just the first time I baked a sweet potato, I was like, oh, I made this myself. And like I just got all this pride in like learning how to cook, and then I really enjoyed that. Then I started like tracking my intake, so figuring out what is a calorie, what is protein, what is a carb, what is a fat, what's fat. And like I just had to like basically educate myself a bit. So I did it, you know, the whole boring typical way of like just eating better, eating a bit less, and moving more. So I started kind of exercising. I remember I joined a gym back in the day, and I would kind of go to classes, and I would go for walks a lot with my ex, and it was all grand. So I lost all the weight that I gained, got very toned, very healthy, and then I started getting obsessed about it. So I didn't, like, I would look in the mirror and it didn't feel like I lost all the weight. I was kind of like, oh, but I know this and this and this, and I started getting just so focused on myself and self-aware, and then I developed eating disorders, and like that lasted for a couple of years. So I kind of went into like orthorexia first. I got a bit obsessive about what I was putting into my body, like if it wasn't pure, if it wasn't, if I was going to eat this thing and it would like have chemicals or pesticides or whatever, it would damage me. And it just got really, really bad. Like I would only eat fruit and vegetables for a long time, and my family were like, you're being impossible. Like they couldn't make any food for me. I wouldn't eat anything that was prepared for me. Wouldn't go to restaurants. I would have panic attacks about going out to restaurants. And I really messed myself up. Like I got like very thin, very like weak nails, weak hair, weak like skin problems. it was just horrible. But that wasn't even as bad to me as then when I kind of, you get to a place with that where you're restricting yourself so much that then I started to binge. And I started like eating loads and loads and loads all of the time, and like it was mindless. It was just like, sometimes though I would plan it, like I would literally be like, right, I've been good for 4 or 5 days, now I'm just going to like stuff my face full of every crap food that I've been denying myself, and it could go on for 2 or 3 days, and that was like torture, like self-torture, like you do be in agony when you do that, and it's so bad for you.
How long did that go on for?
The binge eating,
Yeah.
I think like 8 months. It was so bad. Like
it's a long time to feel like that.
Yeah, and sometimes I had to go to the hospital, like to get, like if my stomach got so bad, like I literally would not barely be able to, if I had to stand up and just to straighten my body, like it was so bad. Like I would sit on the floor, stuffing my face, sitting on the kitchen floor in the middle of the night, and like my family were just like at a loss. They were like, Mel, like, what are you doing? And I didn't even gain weight while I was doing this, but I really, my mental health suffered, my body suffered. And then is when I kind of got on track to like figuring out how to just stop going on diets, stop caring so much about my outward appearance. Like I knew I had to fix my mental health before I would address my physical health, you know what I mean? And for me it's like such a balance. Like you can be the most fit person ever, but if you're not mentally fit, mentally healthy, then you're still off balance, do you know what I mean? And also at the same time, if you're mentally very healthy but your fitness and your body is like, you're treating it like a dumping ground as well, like that's not good either. And that's what I love about you, like, so people like you, like people online that I found like Sana, who promote kind of like balance and like also not denying yourself totally, and kind of just having a sensible common sense approach to it, like that is what got me kind of changing my habits, do you know what I mean? So I basically, what I did was I started eating the way I did when I first lost weight, but at the same time I would also include the things that I would normally want to binge on, but I'd have them in small quantities consistently rather than
insane.
Yeah, like the way you were like saying about chocolate and stuff, like just having a bit of chocolate at the end of the day and things like that, like it's just
to have it, just have that little thing which like keeps you happy and keeps you safe.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
keeps you on track.
Yeah. So like now I feel like I just am really positive about food. Like I just love food now. I celebrate food rather than fear it. Like I'm not afraid of it anymore. And my fitness is what I have to work on. But like I know that my attitude to food, like I never get like panicky now if like someone brings out a big plate of any whatever food it is. Like I just don't cut any specific thing out. So what I do is I try and minimize animal products. I used to cut them completely out, and yeah, like it is important to minimize them, like, you know, for health and for like the world and the environment.
If you don't have to cut them out completely.
You don't have to, like, but imagine if everyone minimized them, it would be the same as if loads of people completely cut them out, if everyone just minimized them. So that's why I think, like, especially if you're like me and you have like issues about restricting food groups, just minimizing something rather than being like, I can't have that, and if I ever drink a sip of milk, I'm like a bad person. Like, just give yourself a bit of slack with it. But
exactly, never put yourself in a place where you feel like you can't have something, because as soon as you say that, that's all you want.
Yeah,
that is literally all you want, and then that's when the binging comes into it. So I think that's why I never say to you guys, like, never eat animal products ever again, and I'm never going to eat animal products ever again, because as soon as I tell myself that, that's all I'm going to want.
Exactly.
So just keeping that relationship with food where you allow yourself to have things in moderation and just to eat consciously, I think that's what's really important.
Yeah, like we were talking there about mindful eating, and it's like learning how to distinguish between hunger and boredom, learning how to figure out like why am I eating this, or why am I craving something? Because sometimes like you might be craving something because you're not getting, so say you might be craving like sugary stuff, it might be because you're just not eating enough carbs, you know what I mean? Like the way you were saying, you'll have oats late in the day sometimes if you don't be afraid of having carbs at night. A lot of people who restrict their carbs, they will like they'll like want so much, and then you're kind of completely undoing. You're just living in the constant awareness of, when's my next meal? What is it gonna be? Like, I don't like that. I like food just being a part of my life and not like ruling my whole life, you know?
That is my first life.
Get the way
Yes. That is it. But literally, food is a part of our lives. It is not our whole lives.
Yeah.
I think that is the approach. And I you know what, guys? There is a cycle which goes from like you discover fitness, you become obsessed with it, and then you find your moderation. It's very normal to go through that phase where all you can think about is like, should I be eating this, should I be eating that? Because you're learning, that is your process of learning, and you can make mistakes in that, but intend and aim to get to that point where you're just relaxed with food. Like really aim for that, because that is the ultimate goal where you can just find your balance.
It's so good as well, isn't it? It's like, it's such, it's like you have, it's like a balloon and you pop it. It's like where you have like a big elephant on your shoulders and then you throw it off and you're like, oh, there's so much world out there that's like not sitting constantly counting and calculating every single thing. Like once you just have a general awareness of those things, then you can incorporate like good habits, positive habits, and just live your life. And if you have a bad day or a bad week or a bad month, you go back to your good habits.
So, if you could summarise your approach to food and fitness as just being balance, moderation, and no restriction. My principle is moderation, not deprivation, and I feel like
I love that.
You follow that,
yeah.
All about that life.
Just get me onto the fitness bandwagon, and then we'll be.
I could do that. I could do that.
If I lived in London, I would literally get her for like I'd be like, she'd be making me plank for like 10 minutes, like after a few months.
I love that. So we are going to go on to Melanie's channel now and talk about my approach to fitness. So definitely head on over. Melanie makes videos about all sorts of amazing things, like topics which you guys really need to be hearing about, things like mental health, female health, hormones, everything.
I'll see you over there, baby.
See you over there, guys. Peace. Bye. Hello, I am home. Today has been such a mad day, guys. It's been so mad. I've been all over the city doing all kinds of exciting things. But I'm going to end the vlog here. I would usually obviously show you every single thing that I eat in a day and all that sort of business, but I just gave you a massive chunk of video footage of Melanie and I talking about our approach to food and fitness, and I feel like hopefully that's been enough content for you today. And tonight, I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of want to switch off and not be on technology. I just kind of want to zone out and just meditate and not think about social media tonight. I'm just real tired, guys. I'm real tired. Just keeping it real over here. Keeping it real. How many chins can I get? Oh my god, I am so attractive, aren't I? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I love you guys loads. You're awesome. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.